G'day viewers. Today what I'm going to do is I've got a 2014 Street Glide, my Harley, sitting here right near me. And I've had trouble with her trying to find neutral. And I noticed a lot of Harley owners have had the same sort of problem. Well, just let me come in close to you and then I'll explain bits and pieces. On the linkage here, right here, okay, I've added the little shift lever. It's only a small piece. It goes from here to there. That's it. That piece there. Screw bolt here that holds it in, and a grub screw around the side. What that does is add leverage to the lever, so that when you're changing gears, it's putting greater pressure up on here without any effort whatsoever. And what I found that does, I'll put it on, and what I found now, I go up the road, doesn't matter if I'm still or moving or whatever, engine on, engine off. Going into neutral is no more a problem. It 100% solved it, just putting that in there. Before that, it was very hard to try and find neutral. You're pulling it up so hard, you're going into the next gear, or trying to push it back down, going back down to first gear, same thing. With that in there, I've had no issues whatsoever. It even feels better changing the gears. It feels much smoother in the gear changing itself. So not only to get into neutral easy, it makes it feel better overall. Okay, so all I would do is suggest if you had that same problem, on that note, they've really had that much of an issue with them with the Milwaukees. I think their gear changing system is slightly different, and it seems to be no issues from my friends' bikes. Okay, but for my 2014 Street Glide here and those earlier ones before the Milwaukee 8s, there has been a bit of an issue, a bit tight, trying to find neutral. Sometimes it's that bad, you just had to hold the clutch in and sit at the lights until you took off because you couldn't find it. Well, that's no more a problem. That's 100% fix that problem. Okay, on my 2014 Street Glide. It's about $70 for the little component. Get yourself one. There's plenty out there. I bought that on Amazon. All right, there's plenty out there. Just find which one that you want. You know, whether you want a black one, whether you want a chrome color one or whatever. And if you have the same problem, I would suggest that. That's the cheapest option to do. But obviously the first thing is check that your gear linkages, before you even look at that, that your linkage arm here, okay, there's no looseness on them. Okay, at both ends they're tight and they're secure, so they're not slopping. Because if they're slopping, it's going to take out, if this is slopping in here, that's going to take away from your leverage. So if that's tight, they're in okay. All I did was add that small piece and happy days. And there it is there. Okay, so that's it. Pure and simple, to be honest. Yeah. So see if you can find yourself one. Get on Amazon and have a look. And no dramas at all. Enjoy.